Hello BookTube, my name is Adrian and welcome back to my channel. So recently on this channel I did the Totally Didn't book tag, and I decided that today I wanted to do a similar book tag because I feel like they kind of complement each other fairly well, and in this case the tag is Totally Should've book tag. This tag was created by Emma Books, so I will link her original video down below and you can check her out there. So if you saw the Totally Didn't book tag, this is in a very similar vein in where there are a bunch of questions that all start with totally should've, and you have to find a book or series that you feel like best fits that question. So without further ado, let's get into the tag. Up first is Totally Should've Gotten a Sequel. For this I chose On the Fence by Casey West. I would be very interested in having a sequel to this book and seeing how the relationship between the two main characters here develops and how their family and friends react and kind of adjust to their relationship. I think it would be very interesting just to be back with them. They are definitely two of my favorite characters from Casey West books. Up next is Totally Should Have Had a Spinoff. And for this one, I'm revising it a little bit because I don't really know of a book series that I feel like totally should have had a spinoff. And the book that I chose, technically you could say has spinoffs because I chose City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. And in this case, I'm not specifically choosing The Mortal Instruments because technically you could say that The Infernal Devices and The Dark Artifices are technically spinoffs. So I'm not really counting those. Instead, I want a spin-off series that solely centers on Simon. And I know we kind of sort of got that with Tales from Shadowhunter Academy, but I really just want an entire series based around Simon. Like, I would love these novels retold from Simon's point of view and all of the things he went through and all of his relationship struggles. And I would love just to have those books solely from Simon's point of view. So this is what I've chosen. Up next is author that totally should have written more books, and I kind of feel like I'm choosing a little bit of a cop-out answer here because I'm choosing a classic author, and for that I chose Jane Austen. This is Northanger Abbey, and I chose Jane Austen because I love Jane Austen and she doesn't have that many books. I've read almost all of them. I think the only two I have left are Emma and Persuasion, and I own Emma and I just have to read it, so that'll be something that I do hopefully soon. But those are the only two left, and I love Jane Austen and her writing and her stories and her characters, and I would have loved to have more by her. So up next is characters that totally should have ended up with someone else. For this one, I think I have a fairly unpopular opinion, but I chose the main trio from Harry Potter. I did not like the way the relationships ended in this series. Yeah. In my opinion, Harry and Ginny shouldn't have ended up together. Ron and Hermione shouldn't have ended up together. I kind of want to rearrange everyone. I'm like, I don't get it. My husband and I argue about this all the stinking time. Like, I don't see the build-up for Ron and Hermione, and I don't see the build-up for Harry and Ginny especially. I feel like when I read these, I saw this whole big build-up to Harry and Hermione are going to end up together. And obviously that didn't happen. But, I don't know, I didn't... Yeah, unpopular opinion, I'm sure, but... Up next is a book that totally should have ended differently, and for this I chose Paper Towns by John Green. I didn't like this book. I didn't. It was not... It just didn't come out the way I wanted. Like, it started out really good. I really enjoyed it at the beginning, and I felt like we were building up to like this big, thing. We had this epic road trip, this big adventure, and we were gonna build up to this big thing, and then there was nothing. Nothing. So I didn't care for this book. Like, I have read almost everything John Green has published. I have not read Will Grayson or Let It Snow, and I will probably never read Will Grayson. And I will probably read Let It Snow closer to Christmas. But of his books, I didn't like Looking for Alaska, and I didn't like Paper Towns, but I loved Fault in Our Stars, and I loved Abundance of Catherines. So I don't know if I'm just weird and I preferred Abundance of Catherines over this one, but I didn't like this book. I just didn't. I definitely should have ended differently. I feel like if the ending would have been different, I really would have enjoyed this book if we would have had a big resolution to our big epic quest that we went on, but we didn't. Up next is a book that totally should have had a TV show. For this, I chose the Selection series by Kiera Cass. This is still just a dust jacket because it's still being borrowed by a friend. But it makes it easy to hold. It's very light now. But I feel like this would make a great TV show. Like, it's very Bachelor-esque, and I would love to see this as a TV show. I think it could be very, very interesting to kind of go through and see how it goes. So yeah, this is, I think, totally should be a TV show. Along the same vein, the next question is totally should have been a movie. For this one, I chose A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. I think this would make a great series of movies, these books. So far there are 2, and I know that there's at least one more coming. I don't know how many more, but definitely one more. And I think these would make fabulous movies. Like, I think they would make awesome, awesome movies to see these 2 kids kind of having to work through mysteries and solve crimes. It's like, I don't know, I feel like it would be a very good movie, and yeah, I just think this would be a good choice. Totally should have had one point of view, and if you saw my Totally Didn't video, I didn't have an answer for this question then, and I still don't have an answer for this question now. I don't know. All books that were multiple point of views, I liked having multiple point of views. I cannot think of one where, you know, I didn't feel like the multiple point of views was necessary. Now, I know a lot of people have Allegiant for this, but I never read Allegiant, so I can't really hold that one up and say, oh, I didn't feel that the multiple point of view was necessary for Allegiant because I never read it, so I wouldn't know. Up next is totally should have had a cover change. For that, I chose the Lux novels by Anna Gomberson. These covers are very pretty, but they're not great. And I feel like this totally could have used a cover change and been a very pretty, very like elegant cover, but it's just a lot of girls in big puffy dresses. And I know that's like a thing right now, but I don't know, I just didn't, I think it could have had a lot better covers. So this could have used a cover change. And again, along the same vein, a book that totally should have not had a cover change. Can you guess my answer to this question if you've seen my other videos? And the last question totally should have stopped after just one book. For this one, I chose Matched by Ali Condi. I liked this first book. I liked this one a lot. Crossed and Reached, I did not care for at all. I didn't feel like they worked as well as this book did, and so this one probably should have just stopped after 1. This had a very sad ending, but it also had a really decent ending. Like, it probably could have stood on its own. It would have just been, you know, a very dreary ending. But it was good. I did really enjoy this book. So that's it for this tag day. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you will come back and check me out later. I post videos on Monday and Friday, so come back and check me out then. If you want to get notifications for when I post, you can hit subscribe down below and I will pop up in your subscription feed. So with that, I hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye.